In the early hours of Friday, Republican senators passed a significant budget framework amounting to $340 billion, despite opposition from Democrats. This decision came after an all-night session filled with debate and amendments aimed at curtailing the funding associated with the Trump administration's objectives for mass deportations and enhanced border security. A final vote was narrowly decided along party lines, with a tally of 52-48. Talking about here is a budget resolution that serves as a preliminary framework for future spending, particularly aimed at immigration reform and defense expenditures. And Budget Committee Chair Lindsey emphasized that this process is essential in facilitating President Trump's immigration agenda, highlighting the urgent need for increased funding to support deportation operations. According to Graham, Trump's top immigration officials stated that their operations were out of money and in dire need of congressional backing. This development is relevant because it underscores ongoing debates regarding immigration policy and national security in America. Funding for border security has consistently been contentious, often reflecting broader ideological divides on how best to handle illegal immigration and national safety concerns. Like the Associated Press authors Lisa Mascaro, Evan Freaking, Matt Brown, and others report that while Republicans viewed this bill as an initial step toward fulfilling Trump's goals, Democrats framed it as a potential burden on programs that aid families across the country. And Minority Leader Chuck Schumer warned that this fight would be lengthy and highlighted what he deemed painful cuts potentially looming ahead. The implications of this budget resolution could be far-reaching. The proposed package includes up to $175 billion designated explicitly for border security initiatives. This entails not just funding for constructing barriers, but also increasing personnel such as border agents and expanding detention capabilities for immigrants facing deportation. Historically speaking, similar strategies have played out before during Trump's first term in office. Budget reconciliation procedures were also employed by Republicans to push through tax cuts effectively. In contrast, Democrats used similar tactics under Biden's presidency to pass COVID-19 relief measures and other substantial spending bills related to climate change, a method now becoming commonplace in congressional proceedings. Looking at the bigger picture reveals an ongoing tug-of-war within Congress over fiscal priorities during divided governance scenarios, where one party controls both chambers or the presidency. Critics argue there are nuances being overlooked amid partisan rhetoric, like the potential long-term impact on social welfare programs, which could suffer due to cuts necessitated by tax breaks intended predominantly for wealthier Americans. In conclusion, I see this budget framework as merely another political maneuvering tactic reflective of party loyalties. Signifies deeper systemic challenges faced by lawmakers attempting to navigate complex public policies related to immigration reform and national defense. Understanding these discussions helps us recognize how legislative actions can reverberate beyond immediate financial impacts into broader societal implications affecting everyday Americans.